Autocolor RAT, exploiting SAP NetWeaver 0-day for advanced cyber attacks. A sophisticated cyber attack has recently exploited a newly disclosed high-severity vulnerability in SAP NetWeaver, deploying a stealthy Linux remote access Trojan, RAT, known as Autocolor. According to a detailed report by Darktrace, the attack targeted a US-based chemicals company in April 2025, aiming to establish a persistent backdoor on the network. However, Darktrace's autonomous response system swiftly detected and contained the malicious activity before significant damage could occur. The attackers leveraged CVE 2025-31324, a critical flaw in SAP NetWeaver that allows unauthorized file uploads and potentially leads to remote code execution. This vulnerability, which was publicly disclosed just days before the attack, was used to deliver an executable payload onto an exposed NetWeaver server. Once installed, Autocolor adapted its behavior based on the user privileges it obtained. With root access, it embedded a malicious library and disguised itself within system directories. Without root privileges, it maintained a low profile while attempting to communicate with its command and control (C2) servers over encrypted TLS connections. Autocolor, first identified in 2024, is known for targeting Linux systems using advanced techniques such as shared object injection and ld.so.preload persistence. Each instance of the malware is uniquely configured with different file names and encrypted C2 connections, making it challenging to detect through traditional security measures. This attack underscores the critical need for organizations to integrate SAP security into their core IT defense strategies. Jonathan Stross, an SAP security analyst at Pathlock, emphasized the importance of cross-departmental collaboration to protect against such threats. CVE 2025-31324 serves as a stark reminder for every organization running SAP, Stross said. Addressing advanced threats, like the Autocolor backdoor, requires seamless cooperation between SAP teams, IT operations, and security professionals to ensure that SAP systems are not treated as isolated assets. Darktrace's analysis revealed that the malware's operations were halted when it failed to connect to its C2 server, indicating a built-in evasion tactic designed to thwart sandbox analysis. Following the containment of the attack, Darktrace recommended that affected organizations promptly patch the vulnerability, enhance their detection capabilities for anomalies and lateral movement, implement network segmentation and zero-trust principles, and invest in AI-powered autonomous response solutions. The CVSS 10.0 rated SAP NetWeaver flaw was addressed by SAP in a patch released in April, available through Security Note 3594142. For organizations unable to apply the patch immediately, SAP provided instructions in Note 3596125 to disable or restrict access to the vulnerable component. As of the time of this report, SAP had not yet responded to requests for comment on the details of this attack. Autocolor malware explained. Hackers exploit SAP NetWeaver RCE. CVE 2025-31324. Cybersecurity alert. A major SAP flaw unleashes devastating Linux attack. In a disturbing twist that underscores the ever-changing threat landscape, attackers exploited a critical flaw in SAP NetWeaver, one that had already been patched, to breach a US-based chemicals company in April 2025. Over a span of 3 consecutive days, malicious actors infiltrated the company's network, attempted to download several dubious files, and even established communications with compromised servers linked to the Autocolor malware. But here's where it gets controversial. Despite being patched, vulnerabilities like CVE 2025-31324, a dangerous unauthenticated file upload bug that enables remote code execution, still find ways to be exploited if systems aren't updated promptly. Autocolor, a backdoor first uncovered by Palo Alto Networks. Unit 42, in early February 2025, functions much like a remote access Trojan. This malware grants attackers covert access to Linux systems and was previously spotted targeting universities and government bodies across North America and Asia between November and December 2024. It's particularly interesting to note that when AutoColor fails to establish a connection with its command and control C2 server, it deliberately hides its malicious behavior. This smart concealment technique makes the malware appear benign, a tactic likely designed to reduce the risk of detection by cybersecurity defenses. For those who are new to these concepts, think of it this way: a tiny flaw in your network software, if left unpatched, can act like an open door for cybercriminals. Once inside, they deploy powerful tools like AutoColor that come packed with an array of capabilities, ranging from creating reverse shells and executing files to altering system proxy settings, manipulating payloads, profiling the system, and even shutting themselves down if a kill switch is activated. The incident came to light on April 28 when Darktrace detected the download of a suspicious ELF binary on an internet-exposed machine, likely running SAP NetWeaver. However, signs of scanning activity were evident at least 3 days before the definitive breach. According to Darktrace, the vulnerability was exploited as part of a second-stage attack that involved compromising an internet-facing device and downloading the ELF file representative of AutoColor. In an impressive, albeit alarming display of technical sophistication, the malware exhibited deep knowledge of Linux internals and took calculated measures to avoid drawing attention, even when its attempts to establish C2 communication failed. This case raises a provocative question. Are organizations doing enough to patch vulnerabilities and reinforce their security measures, or are they simply too slow to act when new threats emerge? It also highlights how intricate and crafty cyberattacks can become when bad actors decide to leave little trace behind. What are your thoughts on the current state of cybersecurity? And do you believe that more rigorous patch management protocols are necessary to prevent such breaches? If you found this deep dive into the evolving threat landscape intriguing, consider following us on Google News, Twitter, or LinkedIn for more exclusive updates and expert insights into the world of cybersecurity.